Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video I'm giving a detailed tutorial on how to straighten and style your hair professionally. So here I went in with my heat protectant spray just to do a quick blowout on the hair. I started from the closure area. I just did it randomly. This is to enable it to be easier for me while working on the hair properly. So I went in, I focused on my closure here just to give me a sweet finishing. Then I proceeded to the body of the hair. I just did a quick blowout like you can see on the video. Like I said, the reason I'm doing this is just to give me a nicer surface to work on. Then I went ahead to section the hair. I'm taking it line by line. Then I applied my heat protectant spray followed by my serum. The product I used is argan oil for the serum, then the protein argan oil as well for the heat protectant spray. So I followed step by step. This is to enable the hair get enough heat. If you're taking more than one weft at a go, it might not really accept much heat. So the reason why I'm sectioning it and taking it line by line is so as to enable the heat penetrate the strands of the hair to give it a well silk pressed look. Okay, so this is the second line. I also followed the same procedure, my serum and my heat protectant spray. I continued my silk pressing, as you can see in the video. It's an easy task. It's actually very easy. If you just follow these procedures, you won't have any challenge at all. You can actually do it at the comfort of your home. You don't need to take it to a stylist anymore to style your hair. So here I was just taking my time to straighten out the hair, because whatever that is worth doing is worth doing well. Like you can see, it's giving this beautiful shiny look. That's because the hotness of the hot iron is actually penetrating the hair and giving it a silk pressed look. So this is more like a repetitive process. So this is how I continued till I got to the closure area. Okay, so I wanted to give a detailed tutorial, so that's why I'm videoing everything step by step. You see how I'm clapping the hair, how my comb placement, you can see. You comb through while you straighten. You comb through before you straighten, and not the other way around. You comb through, then you straighten. This is to enable the heat penetrate the strands of the hair and give you a sleek look. Okay, so if you follow these procedures, you're good to go, and you ensure that your hot comb it's actually at a high degree. This is a bone straight and an STD bone straight hair, so it accepts high heat. Okay, so to get that silk press look, you need to set your hot iron to the highest. Okay, in order for you to get a silk pressed look. So there are other hot iron in the market. Okay, so what I'm using is Cloud9. There is BBL and professional styling tool. There is other brands. There are lots of brands out there in the market. Okay, so but I prefer to use Cloud9 because I've tested quite a lot. I've not seen anyone that gives me this premium services. I've not seen anyone that gives me what I want like Cloud9. So at this point I'm working on the closure area. This is a 5x5 closure ventilated by me. Okay, this is a 5x5 closure ventilated by me. So she requested for a C part. So look closely on how I was detailed while cutting the C. you go in as much as possible, as many times as possible, just to get a clean cut. If it's not clean, that means your job won't come out nice. So while styling a hair, you just need to give it your all. It's not something you rush. Hairstyling is not something you rush into. You give it your all. You give it your very best. Okay, so here I was still trying to get a clean part so that I'll achieve a clean result. If the result is not good, that means it's not me, it's not Beverly that delivered that job. So at this point I was almost getting satisfied with the pattern. I was just trying to be sure that yes, there is nothing blocking, there's no zigzag line there, it has to be straight and clean. So at this point I think I was done with the pattern. Just follow everything you see on this video. You might not want a C part, you might want a center part. So I'm doing this because the customer specifically said she wanted a C part. You can give it any other style you want. You can give your hair any other style that you want. From the video you can see the hair is already coming out nice. So I just went in with my holding spray. I'm using Got2b brand to tame the front, so it will just give me this sleek look. So I just used my brush to brush it down to give me this sleek look, this beautiful finishing when I'm done. Okay, so while I was done brushing, I'll just use my band to hold it down. Okay, just like you see on the video, I just used my hairband to tame it down to give me a clean finishing while I'm done. Okay, so just watch the video carefully. This is just a band, this elastic band we attach at the back of the wig. So I just used my pin to hold this area, the front area. I just held just the front area. As you can see on the video, I held it down. Like I said earlier, hairstyling is not something you rush. You give it your time, you give it your best to achieve a good result. Okay guys, so here I was still trying to pin it down so it doesn't pull off after. So if you've gotten to this stage, that means you're almost done. Like you've done 70% of the whole job. If you've gotten to this stage, you've done 70% of the styling. Okay, so here I was still trying to secure my pin so it doesn't pull off. So I'll just quickly go ahead and straighten the remaining aspect of this hair. I'm going to work on the closure first. As you can see, I'm applying my hair wax on the closure area just so it will sleep well and give a sleek look. The whole idea about styling is to enhance the hair, to make it more beautiful, to make it more presentable. So I'm going in with my hot comb just to give it this beautiful look. So just watch the video and you will learn all that you need to learn. Please, while using your hot comb, you have to be very careful so as not to melt the lace of your client or your customer or your own hair. If you're working on your own hair, you have to be very careful because the lace tend to melt if you place the hot comb directly on the lace. You're not trying to straighten the lace, it is the hair on the lace you're trying to straighten out. So you focus on the hair and not the lace. So you will not go and buy new closure for your customer or ventilate a new one if you can ventilate. Okay guys, So as you can see, I was just trying to give it a clean job. Okay, so at this point I was done. I went ahead with my heat protectant spray. And my serum as well. Here I was trying to straighten the remaining part of the hair before I do my cutting. Okay, so I sectioned it like you can see on the video. I did my silk pressing. You straighten till you're satisfied. You don't just run through the hair once and say you're done. You straighten as much time as possible till you're satisfied that this hair is sleek, this hair is silk pressed. Okay, so this was what I continue. Like I said earlier, it's a repetitive process. You just go section by section till you get to the end of the hair. Okay, it's quite time demanding, but whatever that is worth doing is worth doing well. Okay, so at this point I was still straightening. You can run through it 5 or 6 times till you get what you want. Okay, so this was what I did all through the hair. So just watch the video and learn. So at this point I was done straightening. So you can see that the hair, it's not leveled, it's not at the same level, it's not at the equal level. So I'm just going to trim off the excess hair to give it a blunt cut and a uniform look. So I went in with my clipper just to cut off the excess hair. So just watch the video and see how it was neatly done. You're going to use your tooth comb to support the hair behind, just so you cut out everything. So while you cut, you also comb through, just in case their hairs hiding in between the hairs. You see them and cut them off at the same time. So that was why I was also cutting and combing at the same time. So the same thing I did for this side was the same thing I did for the other side. So at this point I was done cutting. As you can see, the back, everything it was neatly done. Okay, there is no excess at the back. Everything is giving what you should give. So here I just the client wanted it bobbed. Okay, so I also went in with my heat protectant spray and my serum, then started bobbing the hair. So as you can see from the video, I just went in, straightened before bobbing. Can you see? I straightened before bobbing. So there are some things you should avoid while straightening your hairs. You should ensure there is no mark or line on the hairs. Okay, from where you clamped your straightener on the hair, you should ensure there is no line on the hair at all. It's quite difficult to achieve this straight and sleek look, but you just have to be intentional about what you want to achieve. Okay, so I followed the same procedure till I got to the end of the hair. As you can see, you straighten, then bob. You straightened before you bob. Okay, so you might say, Shebi, I've straightened all the hair before. It doesn't matter, you just have to straighten before you give it a proper bob. Okay, normally I would have started sectioning from the back again, then start bobbing from that first step, but that would take so much time and to make the video longer, and I wouldn't want that. So this is just a simple technique for you to bob your hair. Okay, at this point I was done. I was just trying to work on the closure. Okay, you can see the illusion this hair is giving because of the band I tied in front. Okay, you see it's not falling off. It's not falling, it just remained the way it was. The holding spray helped to tame the hair, like you can see on this mannequin. Okay, it's giving clean bits. Just take a look at what we created within a short period of time. Are you seeing how it looks? Are you seeing how it looks? If you put in the work, your result will show. Okay, if you put in the work, your result will show. So on this page, on this space, I'm going to be giving detailed tutorials on how to achieve all manner of things, how to do things yourself, how to straighten your hair, how to revamp your hair, how to style, how to give a bombshell curl, how to bounce your hair, different curls you can achieve with flexible, all manner of things you're going to learn on this page. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.